The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent with it.
And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the ground. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And the Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 13 carries, 63 yards.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 8. Back to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. So here are the Seahawks now with a long field in front of them. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you were playing this week or not, if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
They got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. 19 carries, 123 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
A gain of 15. First down, Seattle.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Again, it's Walker. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. They come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And he spins past him and into space. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards after the big play. Chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Williams. And they'll get it down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 70 left.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The late groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total. Take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. but it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll set up a throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
First and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3. On the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Okay, ready? Let's go.
Samuel in motion. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the pass. Game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's third down and goal to go.
Now back to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Incomplete.
On fourth down, on his groupie to try to field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, In 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seahawks offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked second in the NFL at this point in the season. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles. They had passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to. Get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Big strides, look at him go. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Back to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's into the secondary. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Seattle.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown,
Sometimes
Seattle.
offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
Points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage. As he slides to a hole.
It's a gain of
3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Returnable for Watson. Well, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd. A yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime
Our look
report.
at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Bucs in an NFC South matchup. And this is Xavier Leggett. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Panthers come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is the fullback, Reggie Gilliam. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Bears get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles hosting the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's Jalen Hurts on target to his big play receiver, Devontae Smith. That's a gem, back right corner of the end zone, touchdown. The Eagles have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. And here's a look at the rest of the action that's going on, the risers and the fallers around the NFL here in Week 10. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Walker. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back to Walker on first down. A 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Walker. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Roughing the kicker.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing. Because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
22 yards. That's good for our Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Shreds him with a stiff arm. But he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
39 yards.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Seahawks 7-yard line.
And he hits him in stride. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
They'll drop the throw. They'll try and do this under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Able to slither by. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They look to throw now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield. This might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
4 yards.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. At the 14-yard.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Down by Cameron Kinchins. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
2nd and 6. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Rams 13. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screen play set up for Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready? Huh. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Throws the outlaw and completes it to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down.
12 yards. That's another Rams first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Now for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Midfield. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A 1-yard gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On the play.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll try and run the option. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Now back to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
That's good for a Rams first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to Rashid Rice. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Deebo Samuel, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against? Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That one looks like he'll throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10.
Back to throw here. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. From the 35 back to work on second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll look to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. First and 10 inside the 30.
27-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that one get it right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Worry on the coverage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So the victory here for Seattle. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Seahawks, the win will help them keep pace in the play.